assets.
But remember, he can be, this is all about premarital property. So number one, he has to register it first of all. There's some discussion on the net that where someone says, a guy says, hey, listen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-register before I get married. I'm not going to tell my wife. Then second, I'm going to pay the mortgage. And as a matter of fact, when I pay the mortgage, then she won't own anything. That's not true, because under the marriage law, there's an equality as far as pay and bonuses and all those things that come in, so that will be equally divided. So any money that's paid towards the mortgage during that period of time, even if it's so-called comes from him, the woman is half entitled to. Now, the issue is about real estate prices, but yeah.
But actually, this point is not dealt out very much in the interpretation. That's a problem as well.
Right, that's right.
Let's discuss how the wives should be properly compensated in a case where the marriage ends in a divorce. Women are considered vulnerable groups in the society. They need protection, and this is, of course, the duty of an advanced civilized society. What do you think of the idea of compensating for the loss of the wives who spend so much of their time taking care of the children, doing the household chores? I mean, their tacit contributions and sacrifice got to be taken care of, right?
Yeah, well, the thing is that if you look at the principle of the marriage law, it's actually, in case of divorce, the principle is 50-50, right?
Right.
And also, there's certain weight in the marriage law saying that the priority should give to the protection of women and the children. But what I found out, that interpretation actually is not in line with this principle. I think that's the problem. I think the thing is that you have a good principle, but how to implement it, right? How to do the interpretation which actually implement the principles. That's why I found the problem with this interpretation, with this judicial interpretation.
Right, and I think this interpretation is excellent. I think it's good for men. I think it's good for women.
But don't you think from day one of their marriage, the family is cast in the gloom, that it is actually based on the properties, not instead of on love and on the tacit agreement that we love each other and we would walk the rest of the journey together, hand in hand?
Must be living in reality at the same time. I mean, love is great,
Come
but
on, you're a lawyer. You're not a.
You can't live it.
You're not romantic enough to.
No. But I know. I believe.
You should be.
But like I said, I think that it's very important that all people can rest equally and sanely and go to bed at night and say, listen, I know what the laws and regulations are. This is what the options are. Women need to be educated. There's no question about that, and that's why we're doing the television show today. That if they come into it in a thoughtful way, they're going to be protected, and it won't be a problem.
Yeah, so. I think I do agree with you. You know, when people get married, you know, they normally love each other and they don't think about the property. But I think the fairness of law is that when unfortunate situation happens, the law has to be fair, right? Has to think what the parties have not thought about it. So that's why I don't think it's fair.
Now, the reason why the judicial interpretation is now put to the public test or is put under the scrutiny of the demanding public is at least one big step in the correct direction that the Supreme People's Court does want to take into consideration the well-being and dignity of women and wives in an unfortunate marriage. I'm Yang Ru, and until next time, goodbye.